My precious child, this world is dying, little one. Everything that surrounds you right now is transient. It is lovely. Yes, I am the one who created it, and it still points to me, even as it fades. Nothing here lasts forever, but everything hints at eternity, as each sunrise and sunset serves as a reminder. Look to the eternal, not the ephemeral. It's significant. Yes, my fingerprints are present throughout the entire universe, but it's not forever. Creation's beauty is only a hint of the eternal splendor that awaits you. It is not the final destination, but a signpost. Allow every ocean wave, tree, and star to serve as a reminder of the Eternal One. Everything in this world is subject to change, much like shadows. Fortunes rise and fall, individuals change, and seasons change. Here, nothing stays the same. The earth beneath you may shiver, but I don't. My hand remains motionless despite the strong gusts of change. You can rely on me when everything else changes like the tides. Your soul's weight is too heavy for it. The things you defend, the people you cherish, and the meticulous preparations you create are all but shadows of something bigger. Not for ephemeral goods, but for eternity, your soul was made. These things can make you happy for a short while, but they can never make you sleep. You can only discover the anchor that secures your soul in me. They are not gods, but they are gifts. Although they are a blessing, they do not serve as your basis. Do not worship them, but honor them. They never intended to hold you, therefore, gently hold them. The foundation that is impervious to the strain of your life is mine alone. Type 1111. If you develop an attachment to them as I have, you will experience sadness when they depart or relocate. Because what is eternal cannot be carried by what is temporary. Your spirit cracks when you start to expect permanency from transient things. If your heart is bound to me, however, you will remain unfazed even if all else fails. I have surrounded you, my child, with a loving family of believers. This location is not merely a canal. My family is standing up together. I created this area to serve as a gathering spot for hearts looking for me and a haven for tired souls. It is more than just a get-together. It is a tangible manifestation of my affection. This place echoes the unity of heaven on earth. If you've ever felt alone, I'm inviting you to join this group. Be a member of this religious family. Make the transition from loneliness to belonging. You have my warmest welcome here. You will see that you're never alone in their prayers and smiles. I've experienced every pain, loss, and challenge you've faced. But in reality, there is a happy ending to your narrative. In the final chapter of your tale, you are able to enjoy the future that God has promised you while witnessing my eternal recovery. The moment for your breakthrough is approaching, so get up and go. Heaven has listened to your screams and counted the tears you shed. Strength and testimony will eventually replace what seemed like unending suffering. It will conclude with celebration rather than sadness, with restoration rather than loss. You will see the triumph God has planned for you and ascend higher than before. Your time will come, even if the devil is celebrating your failures. Don't give up. God is guiding everything in that direction, so everything is coming together for your enormous victory. You can now get back up and celebrate His salvation and praise His virtue. Failures are not the end of the story. Rather, they are stepping stones to success. Your breakthrough will swiftly silence the enemy's laughter. Greater gain will always outweigh every loss. Gain self-assurance, for God is the one orchestrating your victory. The purpose of your siblings is to support you, pray with you, and walk by your side. You won't ever have to stroll alone again. When you fall, I send these hands to pick you up. Their prayers float beneath your soul like wings. As I carry them, this family will support you even if you stumble. Type 888. We are in dire need of your support since we will be unable to keep spreading these gospel messages all around the globe without the generous funds you have provided. Help us out like a superhero by donating a powerful $10 super thanks today. Amen. I am grateful. May abundant benefits envelop you. I've given you a space to develop in love and feel like you belong. I'm not telling you to stop appreciating what you have in life. Instead, I'm demonstrating to you that when genuine love comes from me first, it grows. Your faith will become stronger, and your hope will blossom thanks to this gift. There, you will discover how to provide and receive fearlessly. I am not requesting that you live a life devoid of happiness or retreat from it. I'm requesting that you reconsider where you put your confidence. Have a rich life, yet stay firmly rooted in me. Let what you cannot take away be the foundation of your delight. Your life will be full, and your heart unshakable in this way. My child, you are valuable despite their limits. For this reason, I am cautioning you against basing your heart solely on flesh and blood. Your worth is set for all time. No one or anything can take away from it. Allow your heart to find solace in me, where it is unshakable. Love the people in your life and respect and value them, but just hold on to me. Give freely and fearlessly, but just cling to me. In this manner, loss will never destroy you. My hold will keep you solid through all the changes. Relationships have been the source of your identity. You have let the opinions of others determine your value. However, my voice has always addressed you by your true name. It is not their approval or disapproval that defines you. Let my voice be heard above theirs. You believed the myth that if someone leaves you, it indicates that you are flawed. It was never true. Their departure does not diminish your beauty or your calling. I made you into the person you are now. Your identity, however, is not based on someone else's capacity to stick with you, I tell you now. Its foundation is my unwavering affection and my everlasting covenant. No one or anything can separate you from it. Prepare yourself for it. Continue to be dedicated, read His Word, and do as He commands. We are approaching a period of rebirth, advancement, achievement, wealth, and victory. Continue to be inspired. Even when one door closes, God allows us to pass through a higher one. Don't allow disappointment to divert your attention, since better things are on the horizon. The more you obey, the more blessings come your way. Tomorrow your discipline will turn into joy. Have faith that God is already preparing the next opportunity for you. Type 333. A plentiful crop will be produced next year alongside the hardship, conflict, sacrifice, and emotional toll of this year. The depth of the trial greatly influenced the significance of your breakthrough. You now have a friend to guide you through this new phase of life. God can accomplish the seemingly impossible, in my opinion. The tears you shed have nourished your crop. Soon blessings will come from every sacrifice. It will be fruitful with what seemed wasted. Expect the best as you start this new year, since your wait has not been in vain. You are who you are because of my unwavering affection for you. Never once have I abandoned you. Never will I leave you. I stayed even when you weren't sure. My gaze remained fixed on you even when you turned off. You are my eternal home, I promise. How well you do doesn't affect how much I adore you. It cannot be increased by effort, and it cannot be lost by failure. I just am, that's all. You cannot gain my love by working harder or lose it by failing. Just by virtue of the fact that I created and selected you, you are mine. Rest in this knowledge. Make it the foundation you stand upon. You have the freedom to be loved unconditionally. Nothing you do can ever make me stop loving you, and I adore you. My love for you doesn't change no matter how bad things become or how good they get. My joy is not brittle. It does not waver when you perform. It warms you even when clouds block out the sun's warmth. Someone you care about also needs this hope. If someone comes to mind, please share this message with them at your earliest convenience. Be the hope bearer I am calling you to be. You will heal another's heart. You are my light bearer. Your presence could be the very solution they need for their prayers. Share this blessing with others. Remember that even a modest act of sharing can have a big impact. A single word of hope can transform an entire life. Be my love's envoy to the person who needs a boost. Your heart will fill up as you offer. My river flows through those who let it out. Type 7. 7. 7. Your work, ministry, goals, and achievements don't define you. Chapters, not your name, are what they are. They are not who you are. They are tasks. Know who you are without them, but hold them with appreciation. Over the next week, you can anticipate a wealth of opportunities, favors, and advantages that will outweigh everything you have ever experienced. Trust me, I can give you back your power and health. Unexpected places and answers to previously perplexing problems will bring you joy. The things you lost will come back to you in better shape. You will experience new mercies and blessings every single day. You will only be able to enjoy some wonderful advantages this weekend. Accept my blessings and prepare yourself for a joyful, successful life that is totally justified. Your road will be clean of confusion, and your life will radiate with new light. Each blessing you receive will lead to another blessing, and you will experience days full of calm, progress, and hope. Your benefits will be so plentiful that they will overflow into the lives of your children. There are many chances for you to experience things like long-lasting contentment, limitless joy, and flawless health. Your presence will be exceptional. Every kid of yours will walk under the same grace, and your family name will be inscribed with blessings that span generations. With every day that goes by, your legacy will become more radiant. They are not statements of your identity. Rather, they are tasks that I have assigned you. They are not your entire identity. Rather, they are manifestations of my purpose through you. Your identity is constant, even if your assignments change. While purpose can change, my love never changes. You will feel disoriented and empty after completing a task if you tie your identity to it. You cannot be undone by the end once you have anchored it in me. You'll always be aware of who you are. If you are a Christian and believe in Jesus Christ, you may want to think about giving a super thanks gift of $10 to help our Christian community. You are making it possible for us to keep sharing the gospel all across the world. Amen. I am deeply grateful. Type 444. When you lost this job or title, you began to question your identity. I was encouraging you to recognize your value in our relationship, independent of any titles. I have always adored you, and your worth is not defined by your title. But to me, you remained the same person even back then. You were still my darling kid, and there was never any change in that. I am fully aware of who you are. I have never misunderstood your accomplishments or shortcomings. I've always had your heart in my sights. You are mine. Say that with me. I'm being created by God. If you feel that I am doing something new in your life currently, please let me know in the comments. So, my kid, look up now. The burden of it all has depressed you for a very long time, but I am lifting your head. Raise your eyes, for the dawn is coming. Raise your heart, for your bonds are slipping. Raise your voice, for hope has returned. Raise your gaze and observe. The ominous cloud is finally dissipating. Above you, a fresh dawn's light is emerging. The chains you believed you would always be wearing are coming off one by one. They're swinging open the prison doors that held you captive. Go fearlessly in this freedom. Be confident that I'll be walking beside you. The sunrise is not a passing phase. Rather, it marks the start of a new chapter in your life. You want to feel protected, you want to be loved and held, and you want to belong. Those emotions are mine. I inserted those needs inside you. You are supposed to return to me through these noble aspirations. For the sake of connecting with me, you were made. But it was never my intention for you to try to satiate those cravings with transient items. I never intended for your spirit to hold on to things that would eventually disappear. After I meet those requirements personally, I want to show you how to love people from the top up rather than the bottom up. The pain within you is genuine, but it can only be fully satiated in me. Come sip deeply. In my hands, rest your heart. Your quest is over, and you can now live in perfect serenity. I promise to look after you. Let your heart agree. I therefore implore you to separate your emotions from particular outcomes and results. Your expectations of what would happen caused a lot of your wounds, rather than the actual events. In your imagination, you created scenarios of how things ought to unfold. You felt deceived when reality didn't align with your vision. But my thoughts are higher than yours, kid. Please share your scripts with me so I can write the narrative. Your beginnings are worse than mine. My methods are always beneficial to you, even though they are not yours. Type 1010. My methods are more advanced and comprehensive than any of your plans. I follow your story from beginning to end. I called it a redirection, and you labeled it a failure. I was utilizing what you believed to be a delay as a prelude. I'm going to transform what you perceived as a loss into something entirely different. Nothing in my hands is squandered. Each side trip is a prelude to fate. Your tears contain the seeds of a future harvest. Your tension, frustrations, and anxieties will all go the instant you trust me. Those miracles I work for you will restore the opportunities you once had. When challenges arise, I implore you to place your trust in me, just as Daniel did when confronted with lions. Your bravery will inspire others, and your witness will strengthen many hearts. You will shine brighter after every difficulty, and every setback will transform into a greater victory. I am not just your devoted father. I am also your refuge, your energy source, and your mentor. You should expect wonderful changes in all aspects of your life when you allow it to enter your heart. From your profession and financial situation to your well-being and interpersonal connections, I am ready to lavishly bless you. I will provide you with strength when you feel weak and raise you when you are depressed. I shall be there to guide you like a ring of light, and my hand will lead the way. Entrust me with the parts of your life that you were unable to write on your own. Please keep in mind that I wrote your story, even your own perceptions and emotions. You should not rely on those because your emotions can deceive you. It will wear you out mentally. Eventually, your strength will be exhausted. But I remain steadfast and firm. Regardless of the confusion in your heart, The truth of my word endures. Become rooted in the things that are unalterable. Allow my truth to stabilize you as everything else changes. Your compass in the mists is my word. My commitments are still in effect, despite your inward numbness. So don't put your trust in me until you're completely safe. Don't wait until everything is clear before you follow my instructions. When it's dark, faith is stronger. Where your sight stops is where trust starts. You can't see my hand, but it's steady. Follow your faith rather than your eyes. Instead of following your physical senses, follow your spirit. Can you hear me, kid? Faith is a road that increases with each step you take. One step leads to the next. Walking alone is never an option. Type 8. 8. Declare, I will walk by faith. If you're prepared to walk by faith rather than sight, I'll walk you through it step by step. Heaven is in harmony with your heart when you proclaim it. Every yes you provide me makes my instructions more obvious. Comfort, familiarity, and the delusion of control have been your clinging points. However, you have only exhausted your efforts in trying to maintain control. You will be freed, not broken, when you let go. You can't hold what I can. Tell me, nevertheless, what you have really gained from those things. At best, it's a delicate serenity. At worst, you may experience a profound void. I offer you tranquility that lasts, not fleeting illusions. At most, it's a fragile tranquility, a fleeting silence, and you were unable to withstand those things when the storms, which inevitably come, hit. However, I can keep you. I'm your pillar of support. Your stronghold is me. You can rush to me for safety when the ground gives way under your feet. Storms are weaker in my arms. It won't sweep you away from my shelter. I provide a mooring point in every storm. Your kind funding is absolutely necessary if we are to continue distributing these gospel teachings all throughout the globe, and we are in dire need of your assistance. Join our heroes and make a significant super thanks donation of up to $10 today. Your life is abundant with blessings, for which I am deeply grateful. Please, God. With God's assistance, a new chapter unfolds. You can anticipate miracles, happiness, healing, a lower budget, and plenty of love. Trust in the design of God. He promises that He will fight with you. Plans for the future bring happiness and satisfaction. Love God unconditionally and trust in His promises. Aim for perfection in your life. Be aware of His timing and face your religious obstacles. This new door is not your typical one. It was chosen for you by God. Now God is unleashing all the blessings that seem delayed. You can confidently win wars when He stands by your side. Have confidence and keep moving forward since His hand is leading the way. The wishes come true. Consider it and acquire it. Doubt is like a wave. Contemplate God's purpose. God's love and beauty resolve all the past problems. Improved health, divine protection, and financial breakthroughs are among the benefits. Heaven is even listening to your silent wishes. Your doubts vanish when you commit to His plan. His love erases all your past pain. Be ready for innovations to occur in every aspect of your life. Type .777. Forget about the idea that you can protect yourself, my darling. Don't think you can avoid all pain by working harder, planning better, or fortifying your defenses. Living doesn't truly mean that. That is merely surviving. And I didn't make you live alone. You were made to fly, not to crawl. To thrive rather than just survive. Where self-reliance stops is where true life starts. I gave you life, freedom, and the ability to rely on my protection rather than your own might. I'm here to keep you secure. I've got you safe here. You can now relax. If you let go, you'll find wings. If you let go, you'll find rest. The sky is where I'm safe, not a cage. You'll discover that you haven't lost anything that really mattered when you finally let go. As a matter of fact, you will recognize that you are at last free. Freedom is getting what is real, not losing. You'll find happiness where there was once fear. Without fear of losing, you can love. Without attempting to control everything, one is free to hope. No matter what, you are free to walk in delight. For you, this is the life I envisioned. It is in this life that my splendor glows. Since you are only bound to the one who never fails, today decide to fully trust me. When you do, leave a comment like, "I trust you completely, God." This decision will provide you with peace and tranquility. You may rely on my strength to support you. Let that statement become ingrained in your heart. I want to be your entire world. I ask for it because I'm the only one who can give you what you need. I am the center of your stability, your wellspring, and your anchor. You will never run out of me. Come, my child, and give up the expectations, idols, and delusions that have sapped your energy and cling to me. Attach your heart to mine and hold on to it forever. I am the firm rock beneath you, even if the world will constantly change like sand. Let go of the things that could never hold you. Holding me will give you a love that no darkness can take away, and a calm that no storm can disturb. Are you prepared to renew your hope? If you are ready, please write "I will hope again" in the comments section to announce it promptly. Allow your heart to concur with me, my darling. I did let the fire come, but not such that it would completely destroy you. Don't do that. You were purified by the fire, not destroyed. The heat exposed the strength you never saw and cleansed what was necessary. Instead of feeling scorched, you emerge feeling brighter. Type 1515. I let what you didn't need and what was preventing you from moving forward burn away. I made the earth beneath you tremble, but not so that you would fall, but rather to shake everything that could be shaken and put you on unfailingly solid footing. You are now anchored in immovable things. You are now aware of the power of unwavering faith. There was never anything else in your foundation that crumbled. I'll always be your rock. You can be confident that when you go to bed at night, God will grant your request for a miracle. You won't have any worries in your everyday life because miracles will be so prevalent. Occasionally, an individual can create a path for you even when it appears that no solution exists. Recovery, power and healing will be bestowed on you. Heaven is working on your behalf when you're asleep. Your worries will vanish like fog in the morning light. Your body will be strengthened by healing, and your soul will be calmed by tranquility. Have faith that He is creating a new course for you to follow. As you continue to follow Jesus, ask God to grant you a season filled with ongoing victories and breakthroughs. I am the brightness of the world. Those who follow me won't be walking in darkness, but will have the insight that leads to life. His light will never cause uncertainty along your way. No matter how hard it tries, darkness cannot defeat you. Every action you take in Him brings you closer to hope and life. The winning streak will continue this season. Type 111. You begged me for strength. Therefore, I provided you situations that would make you stronger. Because you sought my guidance, I helped you navigate times when you had to choose between faith and fear. The fire produced strength, and the waiting gave birth to insight. You become wiser than you knew and stronger than you thought, and now you're ready for what I'm about to do. I provided you with events that challenged you in response to your prayer for progress. I realize that at the time it did not seem like answers, but that was me providing you with what you really needed. I have been educating you all along. Hardships often accompany my teachings, yet they also yield spiritual treasures. Growth is invaluable, but it is not painless. You now carry something inside you that cannot be removed, showing you how to hear my little calm voice in the midst of a tempest, to believe me even when things don't make sense, and to get to know me better. In order for you to hear me more clearly, the storms muffled the noise. Deeper trust was born out of uncertainty. You could hear my heartbeat in the silence. Type Amen if you believe in Jesus.